Hi viewers, welcome to SEKHAR'S Bio Factory for NEET. If you like this video, subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get notification. In this video, I am going to explain one of the topic in biological classification. It is fungi and its general characters along with NEET practice multiple choice questions. In this video, let us start our topic. It is fungi and its general characters. So fungi is a unique kingdom with heterotrophic organisms, and these organisms, it shows a great diversity in morphology and in its habitat. The study of fungi is called as mycology, and these fungal members are considered as cosmopolitans. That means these members can occur everywhere like air, water, soil, and even on other plants and animals. The fungal members, they are preferred to grow in warm and humid places, and frequently we can see these fungal members on moist bread and rotten fruits. Some of the example for fungi, by taking some examples, the edible fungi, mushrooms and toadstools, and unicellular fungi, it is called yeast. Along with that, some of the pathogenic fungi, it can cause diseases in plants like white spot disease in mustard. It is caused by a fungi, it is called albugo. And wheat rust disease is also caused by a fungi, it is called as Puccinia. Along with that, the fungi is a good source of antibiotics. One of the antibiotic, it is called penicillin, and this penicillin, it is isolated from a fungi, it is called as penicillium. When you observe the body structure in fungi, the fungal members except yeast, remaining all members having filamentous body, because yeast is a unicellular fungi having only one cell, single cell in its structure. Remaining most of the fungi, they having usually filamentous body, and in this filamentous body, it consists of a long, slender, thread-like body. It is called as hyphae. And these hyphae, it form a network, and this network is called as mycelium. So based on the presence of cross walls in filament, and these cross walls are generally called as septa, and based on the presence of septa, the fungal hyphae is again two types. In this first type is cenocytic hyphae. So in this hyphae, septa are completely absent. And in this filament, due to aseptate filamentous condition, it leads to multinucleate condition is called cenocytic hyphae. Second type is a septate hyphae. In this filament, septas are present, and these septas can separate the nucleus and it becomes into cells. Such type of filament is called as septate hyphae. In the structure of a cell, the fungal cell, it is surrounded by well-defined cell wall, and this cell wall is made up of a special material. It is called chitin and polysaccharides. In the nutrition, the fungal members, most of the fungal members are saprophyte in nature. It can absorb soluble organic matter from dead substances. But some of the fungi, they can depend on other plants and animals for nutrition, and these are referred to as parasites. But a very few fungi, they can form a symbiotic association with the other members. By taking some example, when algae and fungi both are symbiont to each other, that relationship, it forms a lichen. Along with that, some of the fungal species, these are associated with roots of higher plants. That association is called mycorrhiza. In the reproduction, the fungal members, generally it perform reproduction with three types. In this, the first type is vegetative reproduction, Second one is asexual reproduction, and third one is sexual reproduction. In case of vegetative reproduction, so in fungi, vegetative reproduction frequently it takes place with the help of a method. It is called fragmentation. In this fragmentation, due to any reason, if a filamentous body broken into many fragments, and each and every broken fragment it have a capability to becomes into a new fungi, it is called fragmentation. Along with that, yeast can perform a method, it is called budding. In this budding method, a small outgrowth is developed on the surface of the cell. It is called bud, and eventually when the bud is separated from the yeast, it becomes into new yeast is called budding. Along with that, yeast can perform one more method, it is fission. In this fission, the unicellular yeast, it will divide it into two daughter cells, it is called as fission. Along with this, a specialized asexual reproductive method takes place in some fungi like penicillium, and in this penicillium, some of the minute non-motile spores are formed exogenously from a specialized structure, it is called conidiophore, and these minute non-motile spores are called as conidia. When conidia are released to outside, these conidia can produce a new penicillium. Along with that, sporangiospores. In case of rhizopus, some of the spores these are produced inside a specialized structure, it is called sporangium, and due to presence of the spores inside the sporangium, these are called as sporangiospores, and these are non-motile in nature but formed endogenously. Example, rhizopus. In case of syncytium, it can form some motile spores during asexual reproduction, and these are called as zoospores. In case of sexual reproduction, in fungi, sexual reproduction takes place with a special type of spores. These are called as, one is zygospores and second one is oospores. Both these spores are diploid in nature. Along with ascospores and basidiospores, these two are haploid in nature. At the time of sexual reproduction, all these spores are produced inside a specialized structure. It is called as fruiting body. So during sexual reproduction in fungi, generally reproductive organs or gametes are not formed, but some of the specialized cells which participate in sexual reproduction, these are considered as plus and minus gametes. If both these plus and minus gametes are produced by one filament of fungi, such species are referred to as homothallic species. If both the plus and minus gametes are produced by a different filament of fungi, that species are referred to as heterothallic species. During sexual reproduction, the entire process it occurs with three steps. In this, the first step is plasmogamy, second step is karyogamy, and third step is meiosis division. In first step, that is plasmogamy. So in this plasmogamy, the protoplasm of two motile or non-motile gametes, it completely fused. It is called plasmogamy. It is the first step in sexual reproduction. After completion of this plasmogamy, in karyogamy, the fusion of nuclei it takes place to form a diploid zygote. The completion of karyogamy, in third step, meiosis division takes place. In this meiosis division, the zygote it undergoes meiosis division to form haploid spores. These are the three main steps in sexual reproduction. So during this sexual reproduction, the two haploid hyphae of a compatible mating type came near to each other and then it participated in fusion. During this time, in some fungal members which belongs to Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes, both haploid nucleus are not fused immediately. At this time, that leads to a dikaryotic stage, and this condition is called as dikaryon or dikaryophase. Later, both parental haploid nuclei are fused to form a diploid zygote. And this diploid zygote, which is present in fruiting body, it undergoes meiosis division or reductional division to form haploid spores. When you observe the classification of fungi, so based on morphology of mycelium and mode of spore formation and based on fruiting body nature, the fungi further it classified into 4 classes. In this, the first one is Phycomycetes, second one is Ascomycetes, third one is Basidiomycetes, and the last class is Deuteromycetes. So these are the general characters of fungi. Along with this, let us discuss some important NEET practice multiple choice questions related to this topic. In this, the first question is, identify the correct matching. In this, the first option, fungi with roots of higher plants is called as lichen. Second option, absorption of soluble organic matter from dead substances is called as saprophytic nutrition. Third option, the cell wall of fungi made up of chitin and cellulose. And fourth option is fungi, it depends on other living and plants and animals is called as autotrophic nutrition. In this 4 option, the correct answer is second option, because the fungi, it is saprophytic in nature. It can absorb soluble organic matter from dead substances. Question number 2. Identify the incorrect statement. In this, the first statement is, the fungi prefer to grow in warm and humid places. Second option, long, slender, thread-like fungal body is called as hyphae. Third option, linear filament of fungi is called as mycelium. And fourth option, multi-nucleated hyphae is called as cenocytic hyphae. In these 4 options, the incorrect statement is third option, because the hyphae in the form of a network is referred to as mycelium. Question number 3. So which of the following spores are formed in asexual reproduction? In this, the first option, basidiospores, second option, ascospores, third option, oospores, and fourth option, zoospores. In this, the correct answer is fourth option. So the first 3 spores are formed during sexual reproduction, and zoospores are formed in asexual reproduction in Syncytium. Question number 4. Match the following. In this, in column 1, it is given A, white spot disease, B, yeast, wheat rust disease, and D, antibiotics. In column 2, preparation of bread and beer, and second one is albugo, third one is puccinia, and fourth one is penicillium. In this, the correct answer is second option, because white spot disease is caused by albugo, and yeast, it is used in the preparation of bread and beer, and third one, wheat rust disease is caused by puccinia. Antibiotics are obtained from penicillium. Question number 5. Identify the incorrect statement. In this first option, the fusion of protoplasm of 2 haploid hyphae is called as plasmogamy. Second option, in Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes, the dikaryotic stage is present. Third option, the reduction division occur in hyphae after plasmogamy. Fourth option, based on morphology, mode of nutrition, spore formation, and fruiting body, fungi kingdom is classified. In these 4 options, the incorrect one is third option, because the reduction division in hyphae, it occur after karyogamy, not after plasmogamy. So these are the practice multiple choice questions related to this topic. If you like this video, subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get notification. Like, follow and share my videos to your students and friends to get more information in biology related to NEET and other national state level competitive exams. Thank you for watching.